And you know, the essence of the Nike brand, it's about winning. The name Nike comes from the Greek war goddess Nike. And if you had Nike with you in the battle, you could be sure to always be winning. So the Nike brand, it's all about winning. And you know, they had Michael Jordan in basketball. They have Tiger Woods within the golf. And when Nike entered the soccer market a couple of years ago, they chose to sponsor the Brazilian national soccer team in order to be sure to be winning. So that was the best way of entering the soccer market for Nike. Quite clever. All right, the next factor is implementation, and that deals with whether the company has a training program for the employees to become brand ambassadors, that is, living the brand. And here I have Toyota as an example. And today they are the largest car manufacturer and the most profitable car brand in the world. And the success, when people look at Toyota, they see that the success is largely explained by their corporate philosophy that is called the Toyota Way. And that was at first a production philosophy, but today it embraces all the company. So no matter what you're working with, if you're a salesman or you're working with customer service, etc., you are having the Toyota Way as the starting point. And it's actually quite simple because it's about reducing errors and creating more happy customers. And it's quite interesting to see when Toyota does their customer satisfaction index studies. You see that all over the world, Toyota has the most satisfied customers. And their CEO recently got the question, what are the limits for Toyota in the future? And he said, first, it's skilled engineers. I need skilled engineers. But then I need leaders that know the Toyota way. So you cannot come from the outside and be a top boss at Toyota and playing and stuff. You have to know the culture and you have to know the Toyota way in order to get a good position at Toyota. Next factor is goals and follow-up. And this factor is associated with the company's ability to set clear goals for the brand and to have a system that you can measure a goal achievement. And that is really to have a strong vision for the brand. And here I have another Japanese example, and it's Sony, who had a very, very ambitious brand goal in the 50s. And that was the vision to become the company most known for changing the worldwide poor quality image of Japanese products. That is quite cool to strive not only to change the perception of your own brand, but also the whole nation. And today, Japanese products are ranked very, very highly. So when it comes to quality, etc. And of course, Sony has made an important contribution here. Next factor is relationship. And relationships indicates how the company uses their brand in order to create and maintain relationships with the company's external stakeholders, not only with customers, but also in a broader perspective, media, suppliers, potential employees, etc. And here, of course, you got to have Harley-Davidson as an example, because they really, really excel in this matter. You know, they have the Harley-Davidson owner group. They are represented in 100 countries. There are 450,000 members in the Harley-Davidson user group. And they manage their customers not only to do fake tattoos like this, they do it for real, like this guy. He's a lifetime convict, a lifetime customer to Harley-Davidson. He will never drive a Yamaha or a Suzuki or whatever, regardless if they lower the price with 30–40%, or even if they rate higher in quality rankings, etc. He will never drive anything else than a Harley. So doing a tattoo, when your customers are tattooing themselves, then you can see you have a really, really strong brand. And there are other examples as well. I think this one is quite cool as well, Converse. And of course, we have Apple. And I held this speech in Norway a couple of weeks ago, and after the speech, a Norwegian art director came to me, and he showed me that he had this tattoo on his arm. And for him it was extremely important that it was the old logo, that is the rainbow colors. Apple don't have the rainbow colors today, but for him it was very, very important, because then he could show that he was a hardcore fan. And he said, I have been with this company for 20 years, and when they were down there near bankruptcy, I bought their products. So he was like a soccer fan. He was fanatic about Apple. And when you see these examples, you can think, oh, this is big American brands with huge advertising budgets. But I actually have a Swedish example, a business-to-business company that have managed to create their customers tattooing themselves. And I will be really, really impressed if anyone here can guess what that brand is. And I can give you one clue, and that is it's a market leader here in Brazil. So it's a huge company and very, very successful here in Brazil. Nokia. No, Nokia is Finnish, not Swedish. Absolute. No, not Volvo. It's very, very near. It's not Volvo, but it's Scania. Yeah, you know Scania? Yeah. It's a big, big, big truck brand and very, very successful here in Brazil. And they have extreme loyalty at their customers. So they are actually doing tattoos all by themselves. And in Holland, they had a trade show where they took in Holland's best tattoo artist, and tattoos were free, but they could only do the Scania symbol. And after this trade show, there were 69 persons who had tattooed themselves. And it was both men and women. So it's a myth that a strong brand loyalty is created only by advertising and only in a business-to-consumer context. This is a good example that you can achieve it without advertising and in business-to-business context. But of course, Scania is using their drivers. They are creating stories around them. So here we have a 30-year-old from Spain. He is single, if anyone interested. And he likes to ride his mountain bike and, of course, his truck. And here we have a Polish guy who likes to hang out in the harbor, it seems like, and, of course, ride his truck. And then Scania also have something that they call Scania truck gear. And that is really, really quality stuff that the drivers pay good money for. This is no cheap stuff that falls apart after two or three times that you have used it. This is really, really good quality stuff. So the drivers loves this. And one of my big points here today, that is that branding starts from the inside in the corporation. So how do we expect our customers to tattoo themselves if we don't start from the inside? So I have a machine with me today. So we can meet out in the break then, and we can do some tattoos if you like. Yeah, you can choose whatever you want. I'm a little bit shaky today, but if I get a drink, it will be perfect. All right, next factor, that is identity development and protection. And this is the basic action in a brand process. Registering the brand, giving it a graphic profile, positioning the brand, and also protecting it from trademark infringements